Welcome back. It's Dr. Jen Ferboni, better known as DocJenFit, doctor of physical therapy, creator and founder of Gen Health, which is your app and platform for all movement-related aches and pains you might be having within your body. And today I want to take you through a little mobility and stability flow that you can go through anytime you're starting to feel some groin pain or tension, because it's not just about stretching it. Okay, so first we are going to start with a little bit of mobility, opening up what's happening along those adductors that could be contributing to some tension built up into that groin area. So we're going to start with what my favorites are, which are adductor rocks. And you can do this anytime. You just kick your foot out to the side. Make sure you unlock the knee a bit, stabilize through the trunk, and kind of extend through the pelvis. So I don't want you rounding at all. You want to kind of be extended more than you'd think, and you want to hold that extension. So give a slight pressure into the ground with that foot as we take it back. Exhale, and then inhale. So I'm not rounding at all through my back. Exhale, relax that tension. Inhale up. A slight bend in the knee the entire time, especially if you know that you're a hypermobile person. You want to keep that bend in the knee. Pressure into that foot, into the ground. Exhale as I come back. Inhale up. One more. Exhale as I come back. And I'll show you from a different angle as well as we go to the other side. So kick that foot out, slight bend in the knee. Inhale, exhale back. That tailbone stays up toward the sky. Inhale, exhale. Pressure into the ground just kind of turns that muscle on a little bit as we elongate it and work into loading into this mobility. As we want to make it a little more active because we're going to be doing some exercises. So we don't want to make it completely passive right now. And exhale. And so hopefully that just helped to kind of open up any tension that you might be feeling, relax any tension and feel that elongation through that adductor. Now we're going to go into a hip 90-90. Now, if you know that it's hard for you to sit in a cross-legged position, I want you to actually stack some pillows or towels or blankets that you can sit on to help take tension potentially off the back knee. So a lot of times when our hips are super restricted, we're going to have other joints take over. Your knee, your back, different places. So we got to kind of work with what you have right now and then slowly start to progress into it. So hip 90-90. You want to come into 90 degrees in the front leg, 90 degrees between your legs, and 90 degrees in the back leg, especially because this back leg, we're going to focus on this back leg, okay? Now, what I want you to do is kind of rotate. Think of drawing this hip and this leg down toward the floor, rotating from here. So place your hand kind of on that upper leg hip joint area and rotate that hand down as you sit toward the floor to increase that mobility. Trying not to only feel it here. You're going to get slight rotation of the knee, but I want it to be mostly at that hip. So again, elevate onto a higher surface if you need to. 3, couple more. Rotating. Use that pressure from that hand to kind of guide what you want your body to feel. We want our body to kind of open up into this area. Now, after you've done about 5 of them, we're going to go right into an active stability before we go to the other side. So now I want to press this foot down, push this foot down, and I'm going to think of pressing this knee down now. Only lean forward as much as you need to until you can pull this back foot up. Just slightly pull it up. Press that foot down now. As I come back, I'm going to, and as I sit, I'm going to think of opening that knee really slowly, placing it right back down on the floor, trying to stay in this hip 90-90, and then press that knee down, lean forward as much as you need to until you can get that foot up, hover, press that foot down. And then as I'm sitting into that back, now I'm going to lift. Slowly drop it down, still staying back, and then press that knee down. Try to lift. Ooh, you might feel a little cramping. Rotate, press that foot down. Knee up, slowly place it down. Rotate as much as you need to. Lift, place, rotate, press that foot down as you lift that knee up. Slowly press that knee down. We have one more. Lift, press, rotate, lift that knee, and slowly push it down. Okay, now we'll go to the other side. So now with this other side, again, I'm going to be thinking of sitting into this back leg. So I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to rotate and increase that mobility. 1, 5 times, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now I'm going to work on this active rotation and mobility. So pressing this foot or this knee down, I'm going to lean away until I can lift that back foot. Press that foot down now, lean into that hip, and then lift that knee. Slowly coming down, I'm going to lean the opposite way, press that knee down, lift. Press that foot down, rotate, push that foot down into the ground as you lift and slowly push it down. Not push it down, place it down. And then lift that back foot. It doesn't even have to be a very high lift. And I think that's what you'll notice for me. It's not that I'm going super high here. Press and lift, rotate, push that foot down, squeeze. And last one, lift, press, squeeze. So this really helps to open up those hips so that the groin isn't taking on all the pressure, which could be happening during exercise. Now I'm taking an ottoman here, a poof, but you can use a bench, something low. So you don't want it to be too high, like a couch or a high chair or anything. Okay. We're going to start by placing your knee on it. So this is kind of a modified Copenhagen position. The further out you get to your foot, so say I do my shin, or if I kick it out and I put my foot on it, this is the hardest. Okay. So you kind of have to gauge where you are. Start with your knee on it. If it's super easy, then you can progress. We're doing essentially a side plank. So lifting the bottom leg up to meet the other leg, and then we go slow on the way down. It's about this eccentric lengthening that we're going for of the adductor and groin area. So I'm going to lift and then slowly come down. 1, lift, and then slow. 2, all the way to the ground. Slow. 3, slow, slow, slow. 4, 5. And then we'll switch to the other side. And you could do a little bit more if you feel like, ooh, that one felt really good. And this is what my body's needing, especially if you've been neglecting this. We're going to try again. So lifting into that side plank, try to squeeze your hips so that they're forward too. So lift and then slow. 1, all the way down. 2, so you want that lengthening hip down. And then slow. 3, so it's not just the lift, it's lift and then slow. 4, and 5. Okay, last one. We're going to use like a towel or a slider, a paper towel on carpet if you need to, so that we can get into the last one for those adductors. Ending with standing adductor slides is the hardest one because the goal here is to have both legs just kind of bent. So we're not necessarily doing a lunge. Now, if this is just impossible to get any slide and movement, then you can do the adductor lunges. So a modified version would be to pull this hip back and you're doing a lunge on one leg and then you press and you squeeze your legs together. Okay. So we still get that inner thigh kind of adductor working with your hip kind of moving as well. Otherwise, if you want to take on the challenge, we're going to have a slight bend. You're going to open and then you're going to come in together. You do not have to go very far. So you can challenge yourself. Go out as far as you can, but you want your body weight to shift and then you come in and we'll do 5. 3. So body weight shifts over, pull it in. 4, you have a slight bend the whole time. And 5, and then try the other side as well. So I just have a slippery surface and a towel. If you have carpet, you can use sliders, furniture sliders, regular sliders. We have sliders in our optimal body therapy kit. Okay. So we're going to slight bend in the legs, come out and pull it in. So try not to just lean over. So out and pull in with both legs. 2, out. 3, you can do it. 4, and 5. Woo, that is a burner. Now, understanding that in order to improve our groin strength, we need to increase our overall hip capacity through mobility, through stability work, and especially through strength. So if you haven't yet, I would highly recommend checking out our Strong, Healthy Joints program. This is all about programming more of that high level strength, but understanding how to use mobility properly for a good warm up prior to the workout, and mobility to kind of down regulate the system with some core. So we have the whole spectrum of really maximizing how you can feel better within your body, doing higher level strength, and really protecting your joints so you don't come across groin pain. So if you want to check out that program, we'll have a good little discount just for you and you can check that out. Don't forget, if you love what you're learning, I have so much more in stock for you. So hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos I've done in the past, and leave any comments of any suggestions that you have for videos in the future. And I can't wait to help you feel incredible and amazing within your body.